Water. That's my script, right?
Where?
Right there on the right.
Oh, this, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Is that everybody's program?
Everyone's got one of these and a script.
Oh, okay. One of these.
Yes.
Oh, I don't have one, but I got one there. That's it. Okay, are we starting?
Yep. Go for it.
We're doing,
Ring the bell.
yeah. Let us now settle into a spirit of worship with a moment of quiet, to be followed by seasonal selections played by our musical director, Matthew Johnson. You are also invited at this time to light a silent candle of joy or sorrow.
Hello, everyone. Today, as we prepare to celebrate the winter solstice, I bring to you something I came here with about 38 years ago, an incarnation of the goddess. Today, I am trying to channel the energy of Persephone. Many of you know Persephone from Greek mythology as the daughter of Demeter, who was stolen by Hades, dragged down into the darkness of the underworld, where she was trapped until she finally was able to escape with the help of Hermes. And by the way, Hermes is the name of my cat. Actually, he has a brother named Mercury. You know, we're twins. But with the help of Hermes, she was able to come back up, and we once again got spring. But we very rarely talk about the fact that she wanted to stay in the underworld because there she was queen. So on one hand, we have Persephone, who was led into the darkness against her will, and we have her emerging, knowing she will return. And she guides those who enter the darkness, orients them to the world of death, and then ushers the new out to once again from the underworld to be born again, like the sun is born again today. Last night was the longest night of the year, and we made it. So I invite my fellow pagan holders to come forward as we call the circles together. Now, as I call each direction, I ask you to turn your direction toward, you're going to trip, right there, one more, there we go. East, south, west. I start in the north. Please rise. Here we are in the deepest, darkest part of winter. This is the time of the north. This is where wisdom is fermented. This is where rest takes place. This is where we recharge. Take a deep breath. Feel the earth under your feet. Here we are connected to the earth. Guardians of the watchtowers of the north, we ask you to be with us, hold us, and help us to celebrate. Now we will all turn towards the east and follow our east. Who knows where to stop? I ask you all to turn and look at the sun. This is the east. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the east. With this sound, we sanctify the air. And now, let the south and the west continue around the circle. Follow our leaders around the circle. The south is where we generate. The south is heat and summer and sex. This is where we are women and men and all in between, creating new life and joy and sweat. Hail, O guardians of the watchtowers of the south. Heat us with your warmth and sun, and fill us with the fire of commitment and passion. Bless this gathering. Everybody move your hips. Feel it. This is your human body. It is a blessing. And now we turn to the west. The west is water. We are made of water. We come from the water. We drink fresh water. We weep salt water. It renews us. It cools us. It is deep. It is alive in the ocean. The waves can crash, and they can be still and placid like a mirror. Water changes us. It nurtures us, it grows us, and changes us. Feel your own body fluids, your saliva, your tears, your sweat. These are sacred too. And from the west, we get the strength of Poseidon. We know this is a creativity that brought forth life in the first place. Here is where everything came. Hail to the guardians of the west. Come be with us, nurture us, hold us, help us to move with the waves, to float or to dive deep down, whatever our life calls us to. Bless this community. And now turn once again to the north. This is the earth. This is the goddess who is going to bring you, ground you, hold you in the darkness, keep you from fear, give you guidance when you are lost, help you to thrive no matter what is going on, so that you can be reborn again. Hail to the guardians of the watchtowers of the north. Thank you for being with us. Stay with us. Bless this community and bless this service. The circle is cast. Be with the goddess. Be with whatever spirit you need. Know that you are between the worlds, and this time is blessed. Blessed be. You may be seated. And now, as the symbol of our faith, I don't have to stand there and talk, I'm on this one. As a symbol of our faith, we light this chalice. The chalice that is the symbol of our community. It will burn to hold us in this community today. May it be so. And blessed be.
Good morning again. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Worcester, a congregation of love, hope, and justice, inspiring people to take on the challenges of a changing world. My name is Barry Brigham, and I'm one of your worship associates for this morning. We begin by acknowledging that in Worcester, Massachusetts, we work, learn, live, and worship on the seized ancestral homeland of the Nipmuc people, who thrive and remain active as the Nipmuc tribe. If you'd like to learn more about the Nipmuc community, please see the brochure in our foyer. We offer a special welcome to those of you who are new or visiting with us for the first time this morning. We are delighted you are here. There is an announcement here that we won't have a fellowship hour after coffee in preparation for our service, our Vesper service this afternoon. And I'm hoping that some of you can join us for that celebratory service. You made a copy? Okay, good, awesome. Just checking to see if there really is coffee. What's that? Okay, right. We'll check to see if it's brewing, as it were. If you have questions or desire more information about this service or any of the ministries and programs of this congregation, please do not hesitate to ask. We invite you to fill out one of the cards found in the pews. These cards can be placed in the offering plate or given to one of the ushers or greeters this morning.
We have coffee, there's coffee back there.
There's coffee and what?
There's coffee and cheese and crackers.
Okay, coffee and cheese and crackers. Okay, cool. Awesome. Cool. For those of you joining us online this morning, we offer you a very special welcome for safety purposes and so that we might come to know you better. As you are able, please place your name on the video feed. Thanks so much. Please take a moment to sign one of the attendance clipboards. Are they being circulated? I think they are. Though you are not obligated to sign, we appreciate your information and will use it only for church purposes. During the service, we offer an opportunity to share a brief personal joy or sorrow. If you would like yours to be read aloud by the minister, please print it on an index card in the pew and drop it in the collection plate when it comes around. These cards will also be posted outside the minister's office to be shared with our friends at other services. For those online, you can place a joy or sorrow in the chat, and we will share it during this time in the service. In the foyer, there are listening devices, large print service programs, and hymnals for those who may find their assistance beneficial. Please see one of our ushers who will be pleased to assist you. I invite you now to turn your technology to worship mode. Finally, please note the announcements on the back of your program, and there will be time for short verbal announcements following the postlude. We're so glad you are here and hope that this morning is an opportunity for rest, reflection, and rejuvenation.
Would you please join together in our opening hymn, number 1063, found in your teal hymnal supplement. Let's try that again, shall we? Yes.
Children of the earth, we have come to sing to each other, sister and brother, songs of our mother earth. Children of the earth, autumn's to breathe in her last breath, and quick winter's birth. Children of the earth, can you feel the age getting colder? Darkness takes hold and sleep covers Mother Earth. Children of the earth, we have come to sit in the darkness, breathe in the silence, think of our Mother Earth.
Please be seated. So, the animals get to tell the story this morning, or at least this animal does. Does everyone, or can you reach a copy of our script this morning? So, for those of you who are new with us today, I'm so glad you're here. And this is a very different kind of service than you will find on other Sundays. Says the sheep. What I am going to need from you is your assistance. And so we're going to begin by asking those of you, I need 8 narrators. And what we're going to do is when it comes to your time to narrate, we're going to pass you the microphone so everyone online can also hear what we're saying and doing. So who wants to be narrator number 1? Oh, don't be shy. Over there? Andrea's going to be narrator 1. When you narrate, if you would stand so people can see you, don't begin yet. And hold the microphone directly in front of your mouth. Narrator number 2. Narrator number 2, back in the back. Narrator number 3. Narrator number 4. Narrator number 5. Narrator number 6. Narrator number 7. And narrator number 8. We'll get you first in the second part. Wait. I've also got a couple of other things. Let's see. I need an earth goddess. Will you be the earth goddess? Sure. Excellent. So we have an earth goddess. Now, those are the speaking parts, but I need more than that. Here's what I need. I need someone to play the sun who's going to be willing to run up and down the aisle and around all over the place here. Who wants to be the sun? Barry? Excellent. We're going to give you your prop. Okay? Now, I also need, so we have the earth goddess. Now, does the earth goddess require any kind of accoutrement? Let's see. What do we have? Oh, yes. All right. We're going to just flop this over behind you.
Thank you.
Okay? Excellent. So we have the earth goddess. Now, we're going to need blooming flowers. Who feels we have 1 blooming flower? Only 2 blooming flowers? 3? Excellent. 4? Perfect. So our blooming flowers will come over. I need 2 of them over here. I need 2 of them over here. Right? Yes, absolutely. And let's see. I need animal friends. So these are folks that are essentially going to, we've got 1. I need some more animal, 2. Who else is going to be an animal friend? I can take as many as we want, but, I've got 2 animal friends. Great. Come, find whatever you would like to use. Flower? No, right now you're going to be that. How's that? Excellent. And who else is an animal friend? Oh, excellent. An animal friend? Oh, let's see here. What do we want? Oh, here we go. Excellent. No, that's... Am I the bird? No. There you go. All right. So our animal friends are just sort of roaming around here and then up and down. You're visiting people. You're pecking at them. You're being animals, right? So you can be on all fours, you can swoop down, whatever, but you've got to be mischievous, you know, making your way up and down through. Now, I need a cardinal. You've already got a part. You think you want to be the cardinal? You're dressed for it, so you're the cardinal. You'll be a flower. Excellent. So the cardinal can just find a seat there for a moment. And I'm going to need Grandmother Moon. Excellent. Come, Grandmother Moon. Grandmother Moon, bedecked. I got animal friends. I need one other cardinal. You're already something. Do you want to be a bird? Okay. That means you get to be an animal. Since you gave him permission. All right, so you can put that on to be a cardinal. You can come over here and sit over here. Okay. All right. Now, animals, you're going to be roaming in just a second. We got Grandmother Moon. Let's see. I also need hatchlings. Now, I'm going to suggest that the hatchlings are over here. These 4 people, you just be where you are, but you're going to have to make some noise. Like hatchling, but much more prominent than that, right? And you can join them if you want. So I think we have what we need. So animals are roaming, and the flowers are blooming. How does that work? Blooming flowers. Excellent. Let's see here. What have we got? Oh, yes. Blooming flowers. There. Excellent. And let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, yes. Another blooming flower. Excellent. Right? And you look like you're blooming already. Right? So let's go. Let's see. Where did I give? Oh, excellent. Narrator 1.
A long time ago, when the earth was young, she would play all day long with the sun. The sun was young too, you see, and they had lots of energy, probably like many of you young ones here.
Narrator number 2.
The earth had many names. Some called her
Goddess, the maiden, or the sister.
Nobody called her grandmother yet. She was too young for that.
Narrator 3.
The sun was bold, hardly ever sleeping, rising. The sun was bold, hardly ever sleeping, rising so early and warming the earth day after day after day. And they played together with wild, rollicking joy. But of course, as the goddess Earth grew up, she knew there was work to do. So she would get up early with the sun and go about her work, blooming flowers, helping the trees grow big and strong, helping weave nests and dig burrows for all the animal friends.
Who's the goddess?
One of the goddess's best
You're
friends.
going to work on the flowers.
One of the goddess's best friends was a cardinal, a bright red bird who loved to play with the goddess and the sun, joining their games and helping in their work. The cardinal loved to sing. The bird would sing their heart out when the sun god got up in the morning.
I
And
don't hear
again,
a song. Tweet, 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 tweet.
and again when the sun god was settling down for bed at night. But as the goddess Earth and the sun god grew older, the cardinal noticed that they were settling down a bit, slowing down a bit, you might say. And the cardinal realized that he too wanted to settle down. and maybe find someone to love and cherish. So the cardinals sang their song, and sometimes the goddess would hold on to her finger and sing back. The earth and the sun fell in love, and soon so
Where's
did the red bird
right here.
with
Earth
another
goddess and
cardinal.
sun. You're in love now.
Whose color was not as bright as her bright red plumage, but to their eyes they were brighter than the sun itself.
Narrator 5.
The cardinal and their mate sang together. They created a nest together, and soon eggs appeared in the nest, followed not long after by little hatchlings.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
The baby birds were
Excellent.
so cute. The goddess Earth came to admire them,
The goddess
and she
Earth
brought
went and
gifts
admired
of a
the
juice
hatchlings.
caterpillar for each little open beak. The trees were lush with leaves, the air was warm
Trees.
with the
Stand.
sunlight,
Trees.
and all was
Come on.
well.
Lush with green. Come on, you know what you're doing. There you go. With little red berries. Excellent. Narrator 6.
But the cardinal began to realize that the goddess seemed more tired. Her belly was growing bigger, and he soon realized that she was going to have a baby. But the sun god, though he loved the earth, was also slowing down. It seemed he had aged many years overnight.
You're both slowing down. That's it. Yes.
The cardinal began to worry about his beloved friends. He would sing to them like before, in the
Singing,
morning
tweet,
and again in the
tweet,
evening.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
But with the sun getting more and more tired, it seemed his songs were getting closer and closer together, and the dark sky with Grandmother Moon was lasting longer and longer.
Go ahead. Don't worry, little friend.
Don't worry, little friend, there's nothing wrong. We can't run and frolic and play and work nonstop. It can't possibly last forever without a break. Sometimes we just have to let go and rest.
And scene. You're welcome to keep the things you have on, and we'll put them back later. All right. Thank you. And Barry, you're up.
At the solstice, ancient peoples tended fires to honor the turning of the earth and to keep one another warm. Our time of offering is a modern echo of that practice. Through our gifts, we tend the fire of this congregation, its welcome, its courage, its care. For those who wish to contribute digitally this morning, we welcome your gift on our Text to Give app, which you can access by texting an amount to 508-231-5335. First-time users will be prompted to follow instructions on your screen. As we take up this morning's offering, may we give in the spirit of keeping the flame of love, justice, and hope alive through the missions and ministries of this congregation.
We come to that time in our service when we're given an opportunity to pause and consider what is deepest in our hearts or most profoundly on our minds, or in the work of our hands, in the days that have transpired, or in the hope of days to come. Joys and sorrows that touch us deeply because, and given another measure of meaning because we're able to share them with people who claim us as co-journeyers. So I invite those of you who have joys or sorrows this day to come forward and form lines on either side of the sanctuary, to come and speak briefly into the microphone, telling us first who you are so that those using our auditory enhancement devices or joining us online can also participate in this important ritual, and then to light a candle if you so desire. For those of you who are online, I want to reiterate you're welcome to place a joy or sorrow in the chat, and we will make certain to share it during this important time in our service. Are there joys or sorrows to be shared this day?
Hi, my name is Josh Belden, and I have the joy of being able to announce from last weekend's Turn Up the Lights fundraiser. So far, we raised over $7,000 and counting. So that's my big joy today.
Hi, I'm Mara Pentlarge. I had a memory of my dad this morning, which made me think of other things he had said to me. I think he was trying to work out stuff that he needed to work out. And I'm thinking 50 or 100 years from now, there will be much better systems in place for helping people work this kind of thing out.
This is a neat thing, but I'll leave this here in case someone pops up.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Dawn Dowd. This year has been a weird year and a hard year, and it has been a year for me of things finishing up. And I got to finish on Friday a project I've been working on for a year and a half at work, and I am so happy it's done. And I don't know how to define myself now that it's done, which is really weird because I don't know how to define myself with a lot of the other changes that are happening. So I am so excited to see this year end, and I'm so thrilled that it's the solstice, and I can continue with some rest and move into some new beginnings in my life, because I really feel like that's where all these endings are leading to. So it's a joy. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Barry again. At this time, this is something that I don't know that I ever acknowledged publicly, but probably, I don't know, 12 to 15 years ago, someone who's integral to this service that I love very much, was, as part of this congregation, the generosity of this congregation, my former partner and I, many of you knew Dawn DeFreitas when she was here. And Dawn and I were going to move from one apartment in Worcester to, actually in Sterling to an apartment in Worcester. And it was all ready to go, and then there was a glitch. So I had to come to the congregation and say, all right, now I don't know what to do. So, and Cheryl and Bruce Lachey were gracious enough to host Dawn and I for, I think it was 3 weeks.
It was wonderful.
It was wonderful for us. I don't know about how wonderful it was for you, but it was just to know that it was an amazing thing when you did it. And in so many ways, the generosity and the love that's in this congregation is fabulous, and you and Bruce just did a wonderful thing for us, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Dawn again. I have the honor of sharing the joys and sorrows of our online community. This is from Grace Bromage. It's a sorrow. Grace, as we near the end of 2025, I just feel more depressed than ever about politics, with Trump and AI in schools in Texas going Christian, and Elon Musk, and it feeling like we're nearing another economic depression. It all just feels hopeless, and I feel bad for feeling happy that my personal life is going well. Stephen Murphy writes, joy, a chance for shorter dark periods.
I want us to also remember Stephen Murphy and his wife Erin and their family as his brother Tim continues to strive to recover from liver transplant. It has been a long, rocky week. Things are still uncertain, and in the coming days things will be known. So I want us to steadfastly send light and love to Tim and to his family, to Stephen and Erin and their family, and to all those who continue to struggle for health and well-being during this challenging time. In addition, I want to share with you that yesterday our food pantry served over 100 families in the 01606, 01605, and 01602 zip codes, with only 3 of those 100 coming from outside those 3 zip codes. I want you to let that sink in. And we saw 14 or 15 brand new families as a part of that distribution, which tells me that what we're facing is going to continue and evolve and grow. The other thing that I want to share with you is that the food pantry thrives and has thrived this fall through contributions from the community at large and from you, especially in the form of the food gift cards that we collected while SNAP was in doubt. They continue to have those and are going to make those available again in the fall, but they're also going to make them available for anyone who has emergencies. So if you know families that are hungry, you're welcome to have them call the church number. There is a particular extension for the food pantry that rings to a volunteer cell phone. If they don't answer, then a voicemail is sent to them. And we want to make certain that no one goes hungry this year. And my thanks to you as a steadfast partner in this process for making that happen for families in our neighborhood and in our region. Let us be in the spirit of prayer and meditation. Spirit of life, we come once again at the turning of the season. We face the longest night with the steadfast hope and the steadfast faith that light returns, and that we are a part of that returning. Help us realize our capacity to illumine the dark corners of our world through care and companionship, through creativity and the opportunity to remember each of us into the heart of the community we share. We would be mindful this day of the gift of each other's presence in our lives, and we would be mindful that during trying times it is in fact those people that keep us grounded and available to our best selves. Help us continue to give thanks for the blessing that is community, for the blessing that is the courage to continue, for the blessing that is the hope for a better future. Amen, and blessed be. Stay seated.
I rest in thee.
So the story continues, which means I need my cardinals back. And I'm going to need the tired earth goddess back. And I'm going to need the aging sun back. And I'm going to need to make certain that we understand that our grove of trees is going to have to grow even larger. So we're going to add everyone over here too. All right. And let's see, what else do we want? We want, I think that's it for now. But we will see. I will call you up immediately if necessary. Whoop. Green stuff? There. Oh, here. There we go. Excellent. So I also need 6 narrators. Is that right? Yes, I need 6 narrators. So narrator 9, narrator 10, narrator 11, narrator 12, narrator 13, narrator 14, narrator 15. That's it? Okay. And let's see. There you go.
And so we return to our story with the concerned cardinal and the tired goddess and the oh so quickly aging sun who can't stay up in the sky for very long anymore. They needed rest. The cardinal was a little worried.
If you want rest.
It was all fine and good for the goddess Earth and the sun god to rest all day, but the air was getting cold. The leaves were falling off the trees. The bugs and the nuts and fruits were becoming scarce.
Right beside you.
As he flitted around, worrying and hopping, gathering whatever he could find to eat and stay warm, as the sky grew darker and darker, the goddess came to him and his partner. His babies had all flown off on their own by now,
tweet,
but
tweet,
they
tweet.
still shared a life together. He and his beautiful brown love. The goddess's arms were full of fluffy green piles. You almost couldn't see the top of her head.
These are for you.
She set them down into the ground, and to his surprise, the cardinal realized they were trees, big ones. How had she carried them? Who knows? She's a goddess after all.
Big trees, huge, humongous trees.
And
yes.
And while all the other
Bigger
trees
than that.
had lost their large flat leaves, these trees were full and lush with green needles.
We call them evergreens. They'll stay green for you and keep you warm when the sun god cannot provide light for a while. Just nestle in their branches and remember the promise that the green will return.
She smiled, a sort of sad smile. The sun god was aging rapidly now. The cardinal knew this, and the rumor throughout the forest was that they were dying.
Down on the floor.
How will the green return? I know it's hard to talk about Mother Earth, but we all know the truth. The sun is dying, isn't he?
This time the goddess smiled again, a sweeter smile, more filled with a kind of gentle joy, and she rubbed her belly.
Yes, little bird, they are. But that is a sacred cycle of life. They will die and return to the earth, and then again the sun will be reborn. It will take a new baby sun to grow and bring back the warmth and the green, but they will. They will grow and play and frolic and work, and you will see, little friend, you will see.
And so, as the forest was blanketed with thick snow, the cardinal and their partner nestled deep in the branches of the evergreen trees, and they ate what they could find, and they fluffed up their feathers for warmth.
Go up to the trees. Fly up to the trees. Be careful picking the fruits. That's all I have to say. Okay? There we go. You can make your way across the other grove, right?
They fluffed up their feathers for warmth and stayed very still in the long winter night, remembering the busy, hectic, playful days gone by and realizing that it felt nice to just slow down, to see the stars, to sing, and to snuggle. It's 14.
When it seemed like it couldn't get any darker, word spread throughout the forest. The sun god died. The cardinal was sad.
He's dead! Look! Like, really gone. Someone go get the AED. No, I mean, okay.
Poor Barry. The cardinal was sad, but they trusted that the goddess Earth had said. It was all a part of the cycle. They decided to go and pay a visit to their friend, the goddess. And so they left the safety and warmth of the evergreen trees and flew to the goddess's home.
Fly to the goddess's home. There they go.
Where they found them resting under piles of silvery blankets. Were they furs? Clouds? Who knows? They're a goddess after all.
Their eyes were closed, but they knew something was changing. They were breathing deeply in a way they had never seen before. The cardinal offered to help, but the goddess shook their head.
It's okay, little friend. It's all a part of the cycle.
And so he sang to her, and he brought her pine cones and snowflakes. And he and his partner flew to the sky and brought back starlight.
Fly. 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 Now come back. Fly. Return.
And where's your starlight? She's wearing it.
She's wearing it. Yes, this is good.
And wrapped the trees around her home in glittering, sparkling lights. And then when they had waited and waited, they heard the sound of a baby's cry.
Cry. There you go.
And they knew the sun had returned.
You can return now. And scene. I want to thank all of our thespians for their talent, and I want to assure all of you who became narrators that you too can become a worship associate here anytime you want. We have plenty of opportunities throughout the year. And I want to thank Matt for his musical expression throughout the course of our tale today. So, as Matt and I are wont to remind you, the order of service is just a suggestion. We're going to invite you to turn to your teal hymnals, number 1068. And rise in body or in spirit. I did mess it up. My blood doth rise in the roots of yon oak. Her sap doth run in my veins. Thou list my soul like the open sky, where the starless forever.
may or may not follow a pagan tradition know that if we called a circle and created this sacred space, we have to release it in order to let go and move forward. So, without any prompting and without any foreknowledge, could those of you who had been my directions go back to your spots? Oops. One of the roles of Persephone has just been played out. Rising green, the sun dies and peeps back awake. So we're going to close the circle first by honoring our great vision of Mother Earth, whose daughter was Persephone, and whose reunion with Persephone would bring about spring. We're going to honor Linda for doing that. Thank you. So Mother Earth, you who are the very ground we stand upon, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the fire that warms us, we ask you to be with us and stay as we release the guardians of the north. It is your time, and we let you go now and look forward. But first, we must let go of turning. We're going widdershins, which means you're turning the other direction. We're now looking at the water. We have partaken of your wisdom. We have been refreshed by your being, and we are grateful. We release you. And now turn to the back. Your passion has driven us to be able to make difference in the world. We hold on to that and honor that, but we release you now to go and feed others. And turning to the east. Now, if you turn to the other way, you've messed it up. Andrew, turn around. There you go. Facing the sun. Welcome back, O sun. Thank you for coming and warming us. We need that even when the weather is so unpredictable. Your rays in the morning remind us that even the darkness, which so many of us hold and fight away, you will come back and you are there for us. May the sunrise give us warmth and maybe even a little blinding heat on those cold winter days approaching. We release you and thank you. And turn all the way around back to the front. There we go. Blessed congregation, those of us who have been here worshiping together, celebrating the turning of the seasons, honoring the fact that everything is all connected, no matter what mythology we use to ground ourselves, let us know that that love that you are feeling here, that is what saves us. That is what holds us. That is the guide that Persephone used to move people, embracing them when they arrived and helping them forward. That was love, the love of her mother and the love of her husband. May we all embrace love, but let go of this meeting. Our worship in this sacred space is over. The circle is open, but unbroken. May the peace of the goddess go in your hearts. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again, maybe as soon as Vespers. Blessed be.
Please be seated.
Once again, beloved, worship in this space has come to an end, but our service continues next with coffee and conversation. But before we get there, are there any short announcements? I will make one to remind you that our service this afternoon begins at 4 p.m., so I hope that you'll come join us. And following that service is our Grand Vespers Tea in Fellowship Hall, and there are lots of our folks that return. I know both of my young adult children are coming with at least my daughter is bringing her boyfriend, so, we'll get to vet him. This is good, right? And others will be returning as well, as this is wonderful annual time of regathering. Also, tomorrow night, Monday evening, at 5:30 p.m., there will be a longest night vigil in honor of the Homeless Persons Memorial Day at 5:30 p.m. on Irving Street beside All Saints Episcopal Church, which is at the corner of Irving and Pleasant Streets in Worcester. This is an annual event. This is the 35th year that we have paused during this celebrative time of the season to remember those who so often are forgotten and marginalized in our community. I hope that you'll join us for that very special event as well. And see you all at 4.
This is, Vespers Tea is one of those times in which everybody brings things for us to share. There are allergies and sensitivities among us, so if you are preparing something that doesn't come with what's in it, like if you're going and buying a bag of something, it's going to tell us what's in it, but if you're making your best cranberry pumpkin pie with nuts or something, please label those things so that when we're putting it out, we don't actually put someone at risk.
If you forget to do that, we also have some label cards in the kitchen that we'll put out so people can fill those out as well. Thank you for being here. And there's coffee and crackers.